Hey guys, so I'm going to be talking about being a fashion major at a public university. Okay, some of you guys like, why? Okay, this is why. If you're not in the fashion industry or you have no knowledge about the fashion industry, a lot of people feel like if you want to be somebody in fashion, then you need to go to a school that's world renowned for fashion. For example, Kent State University, LIM, FIT, FITM, schools like that, or in various other various other private institutions. I felt like that as well. Um, just a few years ago, I felt like I needed to go to FIT or I needed to go to Kent State to basically get where I wanted to be in the industry. And now that I'm at the school that I am, it's a public university in Illinois. Um, Now I'm at the school that I am, I feel as though I can be successful and I can get where I want to get without going to my dream school. Okay, so let's just basically get into like we had a meeting today for AMD students, apparel merchandising design. If you didn't know what that stands for, um, and so I learned a lot, and that's why I felt motivated to make this video because I know a lot of people out there, like I said, feel the same way I probably do. And, they want to go to this school, but their parents are like, I want you closer to home, or, maybe it's too expensive for you, or maybe it may not even be the right school for you. Maybe you just, want to go there because they're good for fashion, but, it could totally be the wrong school for you. So, like I said, I want this to help you guys to not feel pressure to go to a school because they're known for fashion, because it's just not necessary, to be honest. Okay, so let me just go over some things that they talked about in the meeting. They talked about study tours, and these are like all of the reasons why I chose the school, and of course, some new things I didn't even know about or whatever. I'm just learning about now, but the reason why I chose the school that I chose was because it was not far away from home. It was in the same state, so tuition was pretty reasonable, and just all the costs were pretty reasonable. I kind of felt at home. Like I felt at home, and I do, feel at home. This is like basically my second home. I feel very comfortable here. And number four, when I came here, for a visit or whatever, I previewed basically the AMD um, department, and I liked what I saw. I saw, you know, I don't know. I saw what I needed to see, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyways, if you just ask the right questions, you'll just know. And if you just, visit campus, you'll just know. That's all I can say about that. But definitely, have questions ready, see where their alumni are working and, like just ask about different opportunities or things you may be interested in. And, they should definitely provide you answers. Okay, so at the meeting today, they talked about study tour. Like they're doing a study tour in Europe in 2016. So I definitely want to go to that. Um, and they just do like trips, corporation trips through the AMDA club, which stands for Apparel Merchandising and Design Association. They do trips to different corporations throughout like the Midwest. So I really like that. That's one reason why I decided to come here, because that definitely gives you a good insight on the industry and connections, and that's what being a fashion major is all about, getting as much experience in the industry before you start to get your full-time job in the industry. If you guys didn't know, that's a quick tip. Internships and trips to corporations and study tours and different things like that. Try to go on as many of those as you can and do as many of those as you can. Okay, they talked about, yeah, internships. They had like juniors and seniors that interned at different companies. Like they had girls from Lands End. I'm the intern at Lands End 17 magazine, like other places or whatever, Kohl's and other places. So that really like showed me that it's possible. Um, I kind of when I think about where the people at my school are interning, I think, oh, they're just interning at this small boutique or whatever. They're not really interning at big corporations, but in fact, people are interning at big corporations, and that's their goal to get you an internship at a big corporation, use their alumni connections and other connections that they've made throughout the years. And so that really just reassured me and motivated me to, they was like, get started as soon as possible, to figure out where you want to intern if you don't know yet where you want to intern. And, basically start doing everything early, do its internships as soon as you can, basically. So that really just showed me that you can be successful. Like the fashion majors are successful at my school, and they accomplished a lot throughout their internships and just being at my school. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm thirsty, guys. So they talked about that. That was amazing. Um, let's see. They talked about the required courses and recommended courses. And they were saying that basically, like, some of it's good for the design majors to take merchandising classes, and then merchandising students to take design classes because it kind of helps you later when you get your internship and your full-time job. It helps you to kind of intertwine both aspects, and you can use that knowledge to better be a buyer or better be a visual merchandiser, whatever you want to be in the industry. And so we also heard that from one of the alumni. She works at Land's End or whatever. And so she said that knowledge of of taking some design classes that helped her with her merchandising related job. So they went over required classes and recommended classes. They went over the honors program, which it sounds very interesting, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. But basically, you get to focus each class um, on, like, you can relate it to fashion. For example, like psychology. Let's just say you have a psychology class. You could kind of relate, like, the way people think. Maybe like you can maybe do a project on how the process of like buying clothing, or they had a example. This girl took American history and she related the American fashion and textiles during the Civil War time or something like that. Like, you can relate each class back to fashion. You have to do like a project and stuff, and like you choose your project, and basically, like, you get to concentrate on a specific thing versus in class, you gotta do different sections and subjects and learn about different things. Where in the honors program, you get to concentrate on different things. So I really like that, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Um, it also talks about study abroad, which I already had in mind that I was wanting to do for like years now. I love vacationing and different things like that, immersing in other people's cultures and immersing in new territories, I guess you could say. So I definitely want to study abroad in Europe, of course, and I'm definitely going to make that happen. And of course, I'm going to vlog because I plan on having a DSLR camera really soon. Coming soon, guys. Coming soon. Okay, so they talked about study abroad. Um, they talked about, yeah, like when the first AMDA meeting is going to be and a few upcoming events that they have. They talked about this fashion show that we have in September. Um, and they also, like, we have like this mentorship program, like basically like the emails of like the different people in different classes or whatever. They like split everybody up in groups. Like they have like freshmen, sophomore, juniors, seniors, and then they have a faculty member. But yeah, you guys. So let me just conclude. Um, yeah, so do your research, you guys. Don't go to a school just because it's known for having a good fashion program. I mean, because it may not be the right school for you. Go to that school because it's the right school for you. Go to that school because you feel at home. Um, that's basically how you should decide. Um, you know, keeping your mind what you need to do and what you want to accomplish in through, you know, go advisement and through hard work, you can complete whatever you want to do. You can check off each goal little by little or whatever. Um, yeah, but for me, with me and my goals and being a fashion major here and things like that, I just want to, like I said, I want to study abroad in Europe. I would also like to do study tours with the school, the AMD students do study tours, study abroad. I would love to do the honors program, but like I said, I'm not sure because I mean, it don't sound hard, but I don't know. I just got to see how rigorous it is, basically. See if I'll be able to handle that. But yeah, just definitely making connections and starting early. I know I'm gonna, start setting up meetings to see my advisor, my department advisor, so I can, get things, set up and, make connections and get my interview. I mean, get interviews, of course, but get my cover letter and resume together and, so they can reach out to the contacts and, just basically plan out my, you know, academic schedule with my classes and hopefully um, schedule that around and with my study abroad, hopefully. And, you know, that's what you need to do. I mean, that's what I feel like I need to do to be successful because it is, like I said, there's a lot of competition and definitely a lot of internships or, internships at like major companies. That's really good. Um, Studying abroad, that really helps you to stand out because a lot of people don't get the opportunity to study abroad. And that really allows you to stand out and just immersing myself with knowledge in fashion and just getting as much hands-on experience as I can. Like I said, the study trips and stuff like that. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. And I hope you guys have a good school year. And yeah, so do your research, see if it feels like definitely visit, of course. Ask as many questions as you want, and choose the right school, guys. I hope you choose the right school. That's all, and be a superstar. Peace.